Hello everyone, Thomas Wooden Railway here, and welcome to a video commemorating my 5-year anniversary on YouTube. First off, I just want to thank you for tuning into this video, because as you're going to see, this is not just a video commemorating an anniversary, it's also something very, very exciting, and it's full of surprises that I don't think anybody's going to see coming. So this is one of those videos that you're going to want to watch from start till end. I mean, no clicking away in the middle of the video or anything like that. Hopefully I don't bore you that much. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, because you're going to find out of some very interesting things that are going to be coming up in the end of April and into the month of May. So, as you can tell, just like the previous anniversary video, we have music going on. But this is going to be very, very different from the previous anniversary video. It's hard to believe it's been 5 years on YouTube. Today is April 24th, 2013, and exactly 5 years ago, I made my account HeatGray24, and as some people would say, the rest is history. I've been on and off of YouTube several times, but you know what? I'm happy to be back and just really enjoying things right now. This is a great group of people on the Thomas Wooden Railway side of YouTube, and I'm so glad to all the people I've met, and I just really want to thank everybody who's watched my videos, from the first person ever who watched my layout video on HeatGray24 to everybody that's tuning in to see this video. It's something very, very special, and I just want to thank you so much. Without you, the fans, I would be nowhere. And I mean, that's true. You don't get anywhere in life without people supporting you, and so I just want to thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done. I want to thank you to all my friends, all my subscribers, all my fans, all the people with accounts, all the people without accounts. I just want to thank you all so much for making my videos a success, and for just, supporting me all the way. It's been really, really fun, and it's hard to believe it's been 5 years on YouTube. I'm probably gonna trip over myself here, because it's something very, very weird almost. It's a little bit scary, because I mean, that's how fast 5 years goes. I mean, it's crazy. But at the same time, I'm so happy at everything that I've done during this 5 years, and you know what? I just want to thank you to everybody out there who supported me along the way. You guys are the reason I'm here today, and you know what? It's just so weird. I mean, weird is just the perfect word to describe this. Yeah, I'm happy that I've been here 5 years, but at the same time, it's so strange, thinking about that. I've watched people come on the YouTube, start with nothing, work their way up, and then I've also seen those same people leave YouTube. And it's just so weird that, I'm still here, and you know what, that's all I'll say about that. But I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this video, because this video is dedicated to you, the fans. I thought the perfect way, I guess, would be to give back, in a sense, because I would be nowhere without you guys, and the least I can do is just do my part to give something back to the Thomas Wooden Railway community. And so I'm very happy to announce that this video is not only a 5-year anniversary video, but it is also a video for an upcoming competition. Yes, and actually it's not actually really upcoming, it starts right now. And so, you know what? So let's get started, and I like the music that's really going right here, it's nice. So, with having said that, yes, so this video is not just an anniversary video, it's a video with the details of a competition. If you guys remember, back in August and September of 2012, Wooden Railway Reviews, Jay Louvier, and myself, we were the judges of the Thomas Wooden Railway competition. And if you guys remember kind of the details of what happened there, this competition is very similar to that one. I will show you guys a situation in just one moment, and it is your job to, in a sense, I guess, finish the situation, but it's a little bit different than the Thomas Wooden Railway competition. If you guys remember the short little video that Wooden Railway Reviews put together, it showed Thomas pulling into the yard, thinking about the circus, and then right when he gets to the top of the hill, the video stops, and it's your job to continue the video on from there. Well, this is the exact opposite, okay? I'm going to present you guys with the situation in just 1 second, and it is your job to explain to me how things got that way, okay? So let me pick up the camera, and we're going to move over here, and this is where you guys are going to want to pay very close attention, because this is where it gets very, very interesting. So this is your situation that I present to you guys with. It's Thomas, James, and Percy at Tidmouth Sheds, and it's at the end of a day, and they're all tired because they've been working hard, and that's really all I'm presenting you. So if it kind of seems a little open-ended, that's because it's supposed to be open-ended, okay? The Thomas Wooden Railway community is all about creativity, and that's something that I see lacking nowadays. It just seems to me that there's just a bunch of people out there doing 2-minute reviews on stuff just to get views and subscribers, and that's not what the Thomas Wooden Railway community is about. It's about making quality videos with, you know, and the center of attention is Thomas Wooden Railway items. Okay, so this is where your creativity needs to shine. Okay, you guys need to think of a situation that is appropriate for the setting that I've given you. Basically, I'm asking what happened during the day so that these 3 engines came to Tidmouth Sheds, okay? So if it seems very open-ended and non-descriptive, it's supposed to be that way. I don't want to restrict your creativity at all. Some ideas that you can do for your video. You can talk about a number of things during your video, okay? Maybe you want to talk about the fact that James is missing his dome. Yes, in case you missed that, James is missing his dome. Maybe in your video, you want to talk about how James lost his dome. Maybe you want to talk about why Thomas and James are on this side of the shed and Percy is all over here all alone. Maybe you want to talk about why this thing right here is missing from this side of the turntable. Maybe you want to talk about why there's no track right there. Okay, maybe you want to talk about why there are only 3 inches in the shed. You guys see how open-ended this is? And that's what it's supposed to be, okay? I don't want to restrict your creativity in any way, but unfortunately there are some rules that you're going to have to follow, and much like any other competition, rules are to keep things fair and it's to create order, okay? So I don't want to restrict you guys too much, but there are 3 rules. Well, not really 3 rules. There's actually only 1 rule, 2 rules actually. Of course, one of them is always have fun because I want you guys to have fun while making your videos. But I know a lot of you guys want to do well in this competition, so I want you guys to look for these 3 things in your video, okay? Here are the 3 things that I'm going to be looking for during your video, okay? Number 1, okay, does this make sense? Since I presented a situation that's very open-ended, I'm going to be asking myself, does it make sense? Okay, you know what, you could have Thomas and, you know, Percy go to outer space, but honestly, does that make sense? Okay, and if it doesn't make sense to me, you're not going to do very well in this competition, okay? The second thing that I'm going to be asking, it kind of goes hand in hand with the thing I just presented, it's that, does your video tie back to this situation right here? Your video can make all the sense in the world, but if it doesn't tie back to this situation here at Tidmouth Sheds with Thomas, James, and Percy, then you won't do well either, okay? So the first 2 things, does it make sense, okay? So you know what, your creativity can take you, you know, anywhere pretty much, but you need to restrict that creativity and make sure that your video makes sense, okay? The second thing that I'm looking for is, does it tie back to this situation right here? The third thing that I'm looking for is that you follow the rules, and there are actually 3 rules, okay? So the first rule is have fun, okay? This is a competition, but please have fun while doing it, okay? You know, if you want to go all out, that's fine, but if you just put the hard work and effort and dedication into your video, you will do just fine. Okay, the second rule is your video must be under 5 minutes, okay? So if you guys remember from the Thomas Wooden Railway competition, this is significantly longer than that entry. Your video can be 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Your video can be exactly 5 minutes, but it cannot be 5 minutes and 1 second, okay? Now that may seem silly to some people, but that's the only way we're going to keep this competition fair, is that if we have rules and that the people follow them. Okay, so if you disobey that rule, you will be disqualified and you will not be allowed to place anywhere in the competition, okay? And then the third rule is that your video for this competition must be uploaded between April 24th, today, between April 24th and May 24th. So you have exactly 1 month to get this done, okay? So that's a lot of time, okay? So think about it, but at the same time, don't let it drag on too long, because I know a lot of kids are finishing school around that time, so don't let it drag on too long. You have exactly 1 month to upload your video, and that's really all that I'm looking for, okay? So like I said, if you don't follow any of the rules, you're going to get disqualified. Upload your video between April 24th and May 24th, okay? Your video cannot be over 5 minutes. It can be 5 minutes, but it cannot be over 5 minutes, okay? And just ask yourself while you're making your video, does this make sense and does it tie back to this situation right here? Okay, that's all that I'm looking for. Okay, if you have any questions or anything like that, please leave them below. And if I forgot to mention something and I think of it later, I'll provide an annotation somewhere in the video. So please don't ignore those annotations, okay? Now, of course, like in any competition, there are going to be winners and there's going to be losers, okay? But the winners in this Thomas Wooden Railway competition are going to get something a little bit special. And if you caught that, I said yes, there are going to be winners. Not just one winner, not just two winners, not just three winners, not 5 winners, but yes, there are going to be 10 winners in this competition, okay? I'm going to show you guys the prizes in just one sec, but what you guys will see is that there are going to be 11 prizes, okay? And like I just said, there are going to be 10 winners. And what some people may think is a fairly radical move, I'm going to let the winners choose their prizes because I feel like that's a fair thing to do. If you guys work hard enough in your videos, you guys should be able to choose your prizes, okay? So, in just one second, I'm going to show you guys the 11 prizes that are up for grabs. So how it's going to work is, if you guys remember from the Season 11 update, this is going to be a 2-part video. And the second part of this video will be uploaded sometime in either late May, but probably early June. And it's going to detail the winners, okay? And those winners are going to be able to choose their prizes, and it's going to work like this. They'll be done over personal message, and I'll, PM the person who wins first, and I'll say, hey, congratulations, here are the prizes up for grabs. And being first, I'm elected to provide something special, so you're also going to win this James right here, absolutely free, and you're also going to be able to pick your own prize. So that's just something special for the first place winner. You're going to get James and something else. And once that first place winner chooses something, I'll move on to the second place winner, and I'll be like, hey, here are the prizes you have to choose from. And you know what? It just kind of works its way down, but that second place person cannot choose the prize that the first place person has chosen because obviously it's already taken. So we'll work our way down until, until we get to the 10th and final place. And I don't want to be mean to the 10th place person. I'll be like, hey, you know what, here, there's one prize left, here you go. So that's why there are 11 prizes. So even if you place 10th, you still get to choose your prize. So I've been talking far too long, and let's move on and see what the prizes are, because that's obviously the best part of this competition. Like I said, there are going to be 11 prizes. So the first prize in this competition is just a standard 1992 Thomas. 1992 Thomas is an excellent for any avid Thomas Wooden Railway collector. So if you don't have a 1992 Thomas, maybe you want to choose this item if you win. The next set of prizes is 1993 Annie and 1993 Clarabelle. They don't have staples on the bottom, but they also don't have dates on their wheels, so I believe they're 1993. So if you happen to win this, maybe you want some old style rolling stock. And these come together as a pair, so if you were to choose this, you would get both Annie and Clarabelle. Moving on, next we have a 1997 Duke with a 1998 coal car. I don't know why the two dates are different, but oh well. Duke's in great condition and he has the wood funnel, and so maybe you want Duke as part of your narrow gauge layout. And if maybe you already have Duke but you don't have Rusty, here is a White Roof Rusty from 1998. The fifth prize is just a standard old style birdie with the passengers that you don't get nowadays. Birdie's a little bit worn, but you know what? He'll look awesome on any layout. The sixth prize is Wilbert. Yes, Wilbert is up for grabs. Wilbert is a character that appeared in the Railway series, and he's a very nice character. The seventh prize is Tiger Moth. I know a lot of people don't have this item, so maybe you want this for your collection. The eighth prize is Splatter, in case you want to do a remake of Thomas and the Magic Railroad, but for some reason you don't have Splatter. And the ninth prize is Terrence, just a standard new style Terrence in excellent condition, okay? Now if you've been counting, you guys would have realized that those are 9 of the prizes. You're probably asking, what are the other 2? Well, in case you're not into this old style stuff, I thought I'd get some 2013 items to pass along. So here is the 10th prize, Luke, in case you want something relatively new to your collection. And the final and 11th prize is Stafford, okay? So I won't go through all of these prizes over again, but here they are, and if you happen to place inside the top 10, you are going to pick. You're going to be able to pick from these items that I've shown you right here, and you know what, it'll be really interesting to see which item doesn't get picked in the very end. So I've talked on for far too long. I mean, far too long. And I've shown you guys the prizes, and I've given you guys the details for the competition. I want to thank you guys. You know, I don't want to lose sight of the whole point of this video, and that is to just thank you guys so much for making my channel successful, and because it is successful, I'm able to do this competition. And you know, and I didn't mention this before, but you know, the prizes will be shipped out for free, and I mean everything like that. It's just like the Thomas Wooden Railway competition. So on that same note, if you have any questions at all, please leave them below. I don't want you guys to go into this competition not knowing exactly you know what you're doing. If you have any questions at all, please leave them below. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the music. And you know what, I hope it's kind of a tribute to my 1-year anniversary video that I did, but it's also something different for my 5-year anniversary on YouTube. You know what, I'm only going to be on, you know, there's only one day out of the entire year that it's going to be my 5-year anniversary, and that's today. And so I just want to thank everybody out there who supported me all these years, and just thank you guys so much for being here. And I am just totally blown away that my channel has gotten this far. If you had told me 5 years ago today that my channel would, you know, become, you know, what it is, I would have laughed in your face, honestly, because you know what, you know, the Thomas Wooden Railway on YouTube isn't that popular, is not popular at all in the scheme of things, you know, in the giant universe known as YouTube. But you guys have just continued to support me, and I thank you guys so much for what you have done. And you know what, this is my way of saying thanks and giving back to you guys. So you know what, as just kind of a recap, get your video out, and you know, between today and May 24th. And you know what, even if you think you don't have a shot, just look at the top 6 winners from the Thomas Wooden Railway competition. There were a lot of surprises in there, okay? So guys, thank you so much for sticking through this long video. You guys are awesome fans. I want to thank you guys so much for being there and by my side and watching my videos. And you know what, this video goes out to you. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and be sure to look forward and tune in to the second part of this video, coming either at the end of June or the beginning of May. And until we meet again, bye for now.